a douchebag of the day contender, and that is this story around a YouTuber by the name of Jordan Cheyenne. The reason this story has gone absolutely bonkers is because this moment that was accidentally included near the end of the video that made people upset.
Pray for us. We appreciate it. I love you guys. Bye. Come here. Come closer for the video. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Put your head right here. Come closer. Closer down. Put your head down here. Act like you're crying. Really quick.
I am crying.
Go like this.
No, Mom, I'm actually seriously crying.
No, I know, but go like this for the video. Go like this. Put one hand up. Go like this. No, go like this. Put your hand like this. But let them see your mouth. Let them see your mouth.
No, Mom, I'm actually crying.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
I'm actually crying.
I know. Look at me. Look at me. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Okay. It's okay.
Frank Sinatra said it best.
That's what's wrong with you people. You'll do anything to get famous. You changed your name to Mercury. You should have been Freddie Uranus.
And he's absolutely right. He should have been named Freddie Uranus. I don't understand why people are so surprised nowadays. This is like the norm. Have you ever seen the thumbnails? Like, this is what we do. This is clout. This is what people want. It's easier to take advantage of someone to get ahead, baby. This is capitalism. She just playing the game. I don't know why y'all so mad.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, son.
It's easier to exploit someone to get rich. That's capitalism in its finest. Like, anyone who can get muster a little bit of sympathy can have the most, for fuck's sake. I live in a house that was built out of sympathy. Not like the house, but like everything in this bitch was mostly furnished from sympathy because we lost our house in a fire. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the fuck to say. Like, this is tragic. It's horrible that you do exploit kids, but this is what you do. You do anything for fame. You know what I mean? Because fame is going to get you out of the rut. Fame is going to pull you out of the dirt. And not only that, let's be 100% real here. Y'all have done some shit that's questionable that, I mean, may not involve exploiting kids, because for some odd reason, anything that involves kids is way worse than any other action. Like, you compare a pedophile to a murderer, you're like, oh my God, a pedophile is like way worse. I'm like, someone's dead. Don't get me wrong, a kid's still alive and maybe fucking traumatized, but they're alive to go get therapy and do all that other shit. Like, you're not dead. But the other person can't even do half of that anymore. Can't go get therapy anymore. But, sure, it's fine. And everyone's done something for fame. Everyone's done something for clout. Tekashi 6ix9ine snitched, and people still love that nigga. And I think we're all just waiting for, like, when the news comes through, it's like, he's dead. And everyone's like, oh yeah, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, there's just, I can't stop not giving a absolute fuck about this story. Like, it's fucking sad, but it's not our fault at the same time, right? Because if the world wasn't just such shit, we wouldn't have to pull ourselves up in such a heinous manner. It's like, it's essentially crabs in a pot, I'm not about to boil to death, nigga. You gonna boil with us. You know what I mean? But then you have to, like, step on them just to get out. You know what I mean? It's fucking horrible. This little kid who got exploited, or the other kid who was manipulating, like, people for things, or the woman who was manipulating things with kids. There was a bitch not that long ago who claimed kids to be hers. She's about to get kicked out in order to garner a bunch of money. Like, yo, life shouldn't be so bad that we have to fraud you guys in order to get some money. Like, I do honest work. I will never probably get out of this rut thanks to the sad shit I do. I tell the truth. I go work a job. I fucking hop on this. If I do fucking talking to this camera, it's some real shit. Most people don't care about that. No one gives a fuck. They're like, yeah, you're supposed to. Think about it this way. You're saying what you're supposed to say. Like, your parent doesn't really worry about you, or like teachers don't really worry about you. You do what you're supposed to do. They have to put all their attention and focus into that one asshole who just can't sit down and shut the fuck up, or can't do their shit at all, or who's just having trouble. You know what I mean? If you're doing what you're supposed to do, thanks. It's greatly appreciated. But if you're the kid who acts out, you get more attention. Just think of it that way. Don't forget, this is a big issue across the entire board with everything. This is a whole slew of everything. All right, like, I don't know. I really just don't know what to say. Like I said, in this situation, by itself, yeah, I for some odd reason could not just give a fuck, because it's not necessarily the woman's fault, but the kid didn't need to be really put into it. But at the same time, it's the only way for us to get out.